Some of the stuff I was laughing at was due to the fact that it was animated. Like the asterisks at the bottom, like, oh, you wouldn't be able to get that for real in a live action movie. It'll be dope to see it like that. What is going on, people? The Undergated Boys back with another episode here. I'm Coop, your lovely host, co-host, whatever. And we have the homies CD and Gunpla Tesseract. Brothers, what's going on?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Hello. We're going to have a pretty fun episode today, fellas, because for the people that's listening, watching on YouTube, watching on Spotify, listening on YouTube, watch it on YouTube, listen on Spotify. The Undergated Boys are going across the Gated verse. We're going to talk major spoilers ahead. So
all the spoilers.
Yeah, we'll let you know roughly, maybe in the description, let y'all know for Spotify one of the spoilers. But we're going to talk Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. We all seen it. We're all going to give our little reviews on it. And so stick around if y'all want to definitely hear that. But of course, as always, we're going to talk everything Gundam pretty much and Gundam related pretty much and all the stuff in between. So first and foremost, before we get started, fellas, how's your week been?
Man, it was a cool week. This past weekend didn't do much. Was recording CD's playlist. So that's good to go. It's out now. So make sure you guys check that out. Didn't realize how much work it takes to edit a 8 or 9 minute video.
Exactly. Right? Like that's it can get pretty hefty. But back in the day when I was doing like the Funko videos and I was like 25-30 minute videos and like clip after clip after clip. But CD's playlist, go check it out now on Spotify and on YouTube. Is it on Spotify? We're gonna put it on Spotify?
It can be. I'm thinking about it.
Well.
Right now it's just might as well.
Yeah, because I mean I know you're gonna have like the pictures and stuff from the manga up there. So yeah, might as well throw it on Spotify for my Spotify listeners. Austin, what about you, bro?
Well, my week's been mostly uneventful. I can't think of anything other than finally solving some stuff I had to do with my vehicle. And now the DMV part of it is done, and that part of my life is over now forever. Hopefully. Oh my God, hopefully. But no, besides that, it's been uneventful. Not too much going on. Work is work. Life is life. People are people, and it's been hanging in there. You?
No, it's chill, man. It was a pretty packed weekend. Little mama had a dance recital, her first dance recital on Friday. And then we went to go see the movie Saturday morning and hit the beach deep in Virginia Beach. Probably about like an hour and 15 away and stayed out there for a long time. Wasn't planning on it, but stayed out there for a decent amount of time. And then my girl's daughter, her recital was on Sunday. So had a pretty packed weekend. Did get a chance though to go to that storage unit. I'm never going. I told CD, Austin, I want to let you know too. I want to hold you accountable. The moment you see me pick up anything at Hobbytown and you don't intervene, dog, you ain't my friend.
Please, Austin, he needs help.
Yeah, yo. For the people out there, I need help, yo. I can stand on it.
I think you got a sickness, and the only cure is more Gundam kits. But you don't have to keep them. You can just give them to me. I can help you with your addiction.
Facts.
You can just buy them, have the that euphoric feeling of buying a kit, and then
satisfaction,
all that dopamine, and then I get the dopamine of keeping it.
Hey, we'll try that out, but it has to be with your money.
Give it a shot, yeah.
You're
gonna be very quickly disappointed at the amount of kits you could buy.
But we're going into building and breaking down that backlog, and with that said, people, I've gone 3 weeks. 3 weeks, nothing. No cops. 3 weeks. The week before, I had some pre-orders come in, and the week before that, I didn't have nothing. So 3 weeks, nothing cop. I am waiting and waiting for the Hakashiki HG. I know some sites got it, so I appreciate everybody that's been hitting me up or plan on hitting me up saying, hey, Hakashiki's here. HG. I won't wait. Slow. I don't need any more kits, but the next kit I will get will be yeah, it will be the Hakashiki.
You sure?
It will be that. I thought about it. I don't know if I'm going to cop it. At least not at full retail. Not at full retail. It is going to be the gun cannon, the new gun cannon.
Why not at full retail?
$30.
That's not bad for Origins kit.
That's pretty pricey for an Origins kit.
Really?
It's $30.
Yeah.
Are there zombies about that?
No.
29 or 30?
$29.99. What's the difference? $29.99. Not $28.99.
I thought the Zonkos are like 24, 26.
Yeah, the RX just shot up to 30. It used to be 24.
And it's back. It's on sale on P Bandai and not pre-order, in stock. So if you go to P Bandai, you can buy it in stock. It's not even pre-order. They mail it to you immediately.
You talking about the Origins?
The Origins RX-78.
High grade. Oh yeah.
High grade. Yeah.
Sometimes
you can never have enough of those. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it's the Kuguru Duran's Island version, so you get the movie poster box. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I heard
$30.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Right.
Maybe
yeah.
you get the box.
It's on the table. It's one of those like maybe.
Reason why is because it's not maybe like I might do it. Maybe about the box because someone did it. Andy did not get the movie box for the clear Charge Counterattack, the clear New Gundam. He did the re-release and got a blue box. He got the blue.
Oh yeah, you're right. We don't know if it is actually.
Yeah. So Marvin, he got the first release and got the movie poster box.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be dope if I get the Doan's Island movie poster box with that RX.
You know, pull the trigger.
If I get no, not for $40.
I already have 4 of those kits anyway. So
not in master grade at that.
Yeah.
You have them
in master grade. I have 3 more, so I bought that kit 7 times.
I got the high grade. I got 4 of them, so I'm with you.
I got 2. I'm gonna kick myself because I know I'm gonna want one later down the line. I should get one to rock. I mean, to stock later. After I just said Hakashiki and maybe Gun Cannon, and now maybe the RX. Austin, what you pick up, bro?
What are friends for?
Right.
Nothing again. 3 weeks in a row, just nothing. And I realize why. I am getting things, but this is the middle of the year, so this is where pre-orders for Q4 drop. And I've realized that almost everything I purchased is all pre-order. So I sit here and I wait, and I probably won't see them until November or October, which is just now it's a waiting game. So
it's fine. It beats the humidity of the summertime to where if you get it and want to paint it, and you're like, I can't paint it. It's too humid up here. Yeah. So if it comes in like November, you'll be good. You no books or nothing?
Wait, I did. I'm sorry. Whoa, what am I talking about? I didn't pick up books. Thank you. Okay, so I decided
I got your back, man.
Yeah, thank you. That short-term memory loss is really just a bugaboo. All right, so these guys, I don't know their names. Hi, but right. I did decide a manga that came out that I was checking out a long time ago digitally. It's probably one of the most depressing mangas, but it's weirdly like addicting read. So I felt like you know what, I need to be a little bit more sad. So I picked up this manga called Boys Abyss. For those who know,
Jesus.
Yeah, this thing goes into some
every chapter,
places.
dog. It gets
worse. It gets exponentially worse for the main character. But there's like a silver lining. Like it's like drops of hope. And it's like weirdly addictive. It's like you see the sad things happen, but you feel and you see him probably coming out on the other side as a better person or as a better situation.
I hope so.
That's what what everyone's reading for, is that we all just hope that he turns out okay. Yeah, right. It's now another one was I did go back to Trilogy and I picked up another Hobby Japan magazine. And this one I'm not going to keep. This one will be going out because I took a flip through it, and it's got the Victory Gundams, got the Greys, the Barbatos. It's got a whole IBO section and an IBO poster with a Gundam Girl poster too in it. And I saw it, I liked it. It's not too much anything new for me, so I'm gonna probably be giving this away. Yeah. So I mean, unless one of you, okay,
it's cool.
Okay, good.
Give it away, Austin.
Yeah,
right, cool. I probably should have checked with y'all first if y'all wanted it. That's my bad because but then also another book.
It's cool, Austin. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I see you. I see you typing away on your phone, and all I can see is
updated.
Now Stevie's checking his phone. I feel like I'm the only one who didn't get a text.
No, I just updated the Indeed app.
Oh, okay.
All right, actively looking.
That listing.
Okay. Alrighty. I mean, that doesn't worry me.
No, that'd be dope to give away on your one of the first 2 episodes on your show. So I think you have a lot of books if you want to do a giveaway. I think because a lot of people don't get a chance to get those books.
Yeah,
and they're dope books. So be a pretty dope giveaway.
And I've been thinking of the way you said it. but also another book. This one actually I've been going back and forth and getting, and I had realized that the haggling for the price had kind of backfired on me, so I ended up just having to buy it at full price, which was kind of a pricey book, but still I saved some money on it. And that was this older but kind of rare book called Gundam Wars Project Z. This is
I did see that there.
Yeah, this is from I think early 2000, maybe 2002. But it is a book comprised of a bunch of not only classic art designs of the
Sentinels. Those look like some big ass.
That the O?
That's the O.
Okay.
Right, but Gundams from the Zeta Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Zeta, all the way through like here's the Zeta Plus, the Sentinel stuff, and all these things are artworks and just design notes from the original people who designed it, as well as the older original model kits. And some of them are the older model kits built by professional builders. And I mean, we're talking old, dude, like the first Zeta, Master Grade Zeta to ever come out, right? We're talking just ancient, by comparison, ancient times type of kits. But this was a neat find. It has a lot of just classic stuff in it and a lot of awesome little like older customs that people have made, like the Bondoc. And I can't read Japanese, but my phone does automatic translation. And I've been taking a look through it, and I gotta say, man, some of these old masters have some tips that we can definitely learn from. So it's been kind of a treasure trove of classic older information, and it's been a real treat to have this now in the library. So that was probably my most coveted find, and I got a pretty good discount. They wanted 50 for it. I got it for 25.
Can't beat that. That's
pretty good.
It was great. That's
50% off.
And that's beating the people. Listen to me, for my people that's listening on Spotify and watching on YouTube. Trilogy is a tough place to haggle because they get a lot of their money from conventions.
Yep.
So you go like I think they use the store as a place to where like, all right, hey, let's sit here between conventions, because again, not an organized spot, but it's really good, and you can never haggle them guys down. For you to haggle them down 50%, you've been putting in some work.
Well, I've been talking to him for 3 weeks about it, and those magazines, they wanted $25 a piece for each one, and I got the guy down to $8 a piece.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of tearing up and crying. Yeah.
Because I tried to haggle him down at NecoCon for those magazines. He had a stack of them. I was like, and when he told me 25 a book, I said, no, sir. And a stack? He had at least $500-$600 worth of books.
Yeah.
At 25 a pop.
That's crazy.
Dude, and the figures in there, I wanted to grab some, but the dude was telling me, he was like, yeah, with the box, it's like $551, something like that, or $280 or something like that. Without the box, we'll knock down maybe a 10% off. And I was like, yeah, if you can make it like $13, I'll buy it. He was like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. That store is just a warehouse for their conventions, essentially.
Oh, yeah. But what's crazy about them, my fault of cutting you off, CD, with I know your backlog bringing up.
Oh.
But you don't got nothing? Oh, even better. CD did not get anything 3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Newest thing is this sneaker poster. That's it. That's
For my sneakerheads out there.
Yeah, for the sneakerheads out there. I used to say that one more time.
Getting it framed.
I'm thinking about it.
Dude,
This
get
is,
it framed.
Frame's so expensive, man. A custom frame.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The backlog view is going to be disappearing soon. I'm gonna be switching it up. So
that's what's up.
Take a look at it.
And
now.
I'm tight. I'm pretty
hold it, Austin.
Pretty ticked off about this. This just popped up in my mind, fellas. I will get back to trilogy in a second. Why y'all didn't tell me there was a Neon Genesis manga?
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that. I picked up the book thinking it was a manga.
You didn't know that?
I watched this little TikTok. I just said no. I don't know that, man.
They've been making this mangas for a while, though. Dude, if it says Neon Genesis, they have whatever you could imagine. They have a Neon Genesis version of it. Cologne, perfume.
You're probably right. But I was watching TikTok and this girl was like in Barnes & Noble trying to act funny about like seeing guys. It was like when you're alone in the manga section, something like that. She picked up a random book and it was Neon Genesis. And I was like, oh, I know that book. Like, because I'm thinking it's like the light novel. And she flipped through it and I was like, oh shit, it's a manga. I might have to order that just off of GP in the collection. When you were talking about your mangas, Austin. All right, so go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, I was gonna say it was like, you know what, CD, we really need to help this man get on the manga kick. We need to give him some mangas, man, because he didn't know Evangelion had a manga. CD, how long have you known Evangelion had a manga?
Since I watched Evangelion like the third time. So
same.
12 years.
Okay, so don't worry, don't worry, Coop. Look at me, Coop.
He's updating that Indeed for both of us now.
Put down the Indeed search.
2.
My resume is gonna be
2 vacant positions.
Hey.
Lonely.
Don't worry.
The Undergated Network is big enough for all of us.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I'm checking it out to see if it's on. Maybe I still have some time to get it for Father's Day.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. We're putting those subliminals in the air.
Yeah.
112
for all. It's 5 books.
Yeah. Those are the ones I saw in there too. Yeah.
For 112, that's a negative on that 112. I would like to at least get book 1. $16 paperback. Cool. I'll rock that. That's not bad. No.
A little bit high, but not bad.
I'll add it to the cart. Maybe just maybe. I don't know.
Maybe just maybe. Maybe I might add it to the cart. Might just buy it. Might just have it tomorrow. Might just read it.
Might just be shipped.
Might just be on the Billy Breakdown backlog next week. We'll see.
But no, going back to trilogy, they are updated when it comes to their figures and other things, though. You would think a place like that where you walk in, it looks like a thrift store, it feels like a thrift store, so you feel like it's going to be behind like a thrift store. But they had the 3-0 Ultraman figure, the 1/6 scale. This guy in there for $150. I was like, oh, that shit just came out like December. So
the frame arm girls kits, they literally have them like a week after they drop in Japan or something like that.
And what's crazy is like these aren't like 2 guys that are into like anime. For them to have all this anime stuff,
they're comic book guys.
These are comic book guys. One guy's like 60, big white guy. No offense, but he is. And he has a son. His son might be into the anime. He doesn't come off like it. His son might be into the anime.
His son's the one that broke down and just gave me the deal. His father, the one that wouldn't back down with on
back down. The pops always looks out when it comes to the layaway. So I can't go in there. I can't go in.
I have to stop myself. There's too many things I want.
At this point, I might see if they do trade-ins. But you know what? But a place like that, like I said, they always stay up in ordering it. I wouldn't be surprised if they say they don't take figures.
Coop, you know what I was calling you? Little trilogy.
Yeah,
you
right,
got some shit. Austin.
Yeah.
Take a trip with him one time.
Yeah.
To Little Trilogy?
You'll see why he's Little Trilogy. He's Coop's Little Trilogy.
Yeah. I've already been to the big one, or the small one. I got to go with you to the other one because I've only gone to one of them. They have 2 of them here.
Yeah. It's local. It's down the street from Coop's spot. I'm talking about his storage unit.
Oh yeah, yeah. We need to take a trip down to there.
That's a little trilogy.
I'll buy a ticket, first class, one-way trip.
Shit.
That's a little trilogy.
Because I'm not leaving till it's all built.
At this point, I might see if we need just a new channel. Might go to Overgated podcast.
Overgated.
Yeah, I might have to pull Fred Taylor and Jay Crowder on y'all. Pivot on y'all. Yeah.
The pivot.
And the pivot. All right. But what's next is what's cooking. What's next is what's cooking. For me, it's been for some photography, man. I've been working on trying to get two things done, is let people know, which seems like I'm doing, about this Ultraman Netflix show. It's good. Give it a shot, people. Give it a shot. People been hitting me and be like, yo, you better make me watch. Go do it. First season is dope. Second season, third season top tier. Third season's top tier. You have to watch. You have to watch the second season because it introduces characters, but the plot is like, But been working, and the second one is just working on photos. So have some more photos in mind. Going to transition soon to the other series, not in like series as in like I have a whole bunch of them, but just taking different shots. I pulled my favorite Street Fighter character out of the storage. I pulled Akuma Storm Collectibles.
Akuma.
It's dope.
But lion mane.
But the mane, he has no head articulation from that. His head will pop straight off. So it's playing around with it when it comes to try to get that right look for him with the mane. But Akuma Storm Collectibles SH figure. And this is from Street Fighter 5.
Speaking of Street Fighter, has anybody checked out the new Street Fighter game that dropped?
Yeah, I'm copping it. Street Fighter is my favorite fighter game because I feel like it's easy to like. Tekken's too fast. Tekken's always been a little too fast for me with the Japanese. And my boy Trail is like a Tekken god, so he knows like combo chains and I don't know any of that shit.
Oh, you wouldn't like Marvel vs. Capcom. That was mine.
Yeah, like my boy Court used to destroy me with the Hulk. Like he'll do something like you go up, you come down, you get hit with the wave, you come right back up, you go up, you go down, a rocket. Like it was repeated.
Marvel vs. Capcom
3,
2 and 3. 2 and 3. My team, Wolverine, Storm, Mega Man. Unbeatable.
Mega Man is tougher than that game. Let's know in the comments below. Who's y'all team on Marvel vs. Capcom? Any one of them. I started getting good at Marvel vs. Capcom at the Infinite one. And when it became Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on the PlayStation 4. It was iffy. But I was big into the MCU and the Infinity Stones and all that. So I got like the collector's edition. And that was like the what if before what if, because in that one, I think Ultron got all 6 stones in that game. And in the what if series, you got Ultron to get in the stones too.
The only problem with that game was the fact that there was no X-Men. Because there's no X-Men, I couldn't play it. My dream team didn't work. I wasn't going to play it.
Did find out my man Doctor Strange in that game is voiced by my man what's his name? Russell Elion from Ibioto. So he is Doctor Strange in that game. Because I was hearing him when I was watching IB. I was like, yo, whose voice is that? And it was damn Doctor Strange, Marvel Infinity, Marvel's Capcom Infinite.
But now just to side, the reason why I brought up Street Fighter was because anybody noticed all the memes.
No.
Anyone notice all the memes? Okay. No. I won't say anything. I'll just tell all of you viewers and listeners, the memes for Street Fighter 6 is an absolute hilarious fest. It is a meme factory of the ages if you get a chance to check it out. So I might be buying that game just to laugh at it. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm sorry.
Do the character designs look that bad or something?
No. Some of the things people have been really excited about is some of the character designs.
Yeah, so it's like character creation, right?
Some of the character creation.
All right.
Okay.
Some of the 3D models that are already in there.
Then they dropped the is it this one?
I've seen some oddly shaped ass people, I'm not gonna lie.
There's some
is it this one that's dropping the black female?
Yeah, this one with the black female, but she's dope.
She's gonna be the first black female in Street Fighter.
Is she the first? I feel like she's not. I feel like
she's something. One. Nope, I think she's the first. What I seen was it was the first black female in Street Fighter.
Really? Huh. I could have sworn I thought there was another. Maybe I'm thinking of other fighting games. I played almost all of them, so I'm probably getting confused.
Yeah, she's but y'all
what are you guys' favorite fighting games? Capcom versus Marvel Legends. Coop, yours was Street Fighter.
Yeah, I could rock with probably the Street Fighter 4 and 5.
So
back in the day,
Marvel versus Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. Godzilla, All Gods or Destruction, Ultimate Destruction. And also Marvel versus not Marvel. It was X-Men versus Capcom. Back on the PlayStation 1, there was a specific game where X-Men, just the X-Men versus Capcom. And me and my brother used to light that PlayStation 1 up. That joint would be overheating by the time we were done. Bro, we would spend all night. We had school the next day and we didn't care. We were like, all right, let's go.
Y'all remember Bloody Roar?
Bloody Roar.
The game.
Power Stone.
I don't remember Power Stone. Bloody Roar is the one you could transform into an animal. Like you could transform to a wolf.
I think yeah.
The wolf was the most popular one,
Yeah.
Those are the two I used to rock with.
On the Dreamcast, we had Power Stone and Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur. I'll get down on some Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
I get down on some. I get Nightmare and get down with some Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur was it, man. Oh my gosh!
I was just telling my boy the other day, if they drop like a Nightmare figure, I'm copping it. Nightmare and Berserk Guts.
Damn,
crazy. That'd be crazy.
That's the thing, man. That's why there's some figures I would be really down to buy, but they don't make figures for the stuff I'm into, man. They just don't. And I was like,
it's probably out there, but it's either
bad
low quality
or really hard.
I love going down figure lane with my boys, but that's all I'm working on is the Akuma and some more Ultraman shots. So, and probably mixing a little bit of Spider-Verse too. But what y'all working on? What y'all building? What y'all reading? What y'all watching? Real quick. I did add this manga to Cagesters of an Insect Cage on Netflix.
Terrible.
Is it good? Terrible? Don't watch it?
Terrible.
Cagesters of Insect Cage? What?
Terrible. Skip it. Not worth your time.
Cagesters of an Insect Cage. I have no idea. Is that the one where the people turn into insects?
I have no clue.
Like I watched the first few. It was terrible, dog.
It looks like it's trying really hard to be like literally anything else.
Maybe that's what got me in. All right, cool. I'll skip it. I'll take CD's. I'll take CD's advice, and that's why y'all should watch CD's playlist because
it's not on CD's playlist. Trust me, that's not on CD's playlist.
But the reason why y'all go watch CD's playlist is the knowledge. Who would have thought Cagesters of an Insected whatever? He would have said no to. I thought I was going to get some credit here, people, but the hell no. But he shot me down.
I appreciate you looking, dog. I appreciate you looking, but I'm telling you, save your time.
I feel like CD's gonna get you the list. He's gonna get you the list.
Hey, that's all I got. Austin, my fault for cutting you off. It's on you, bro.
Oh, dude, I got nothing. I have one project that I finished a long time ago that I never took pictures of, and I decided to go and start taking pictures of and put up. People have probably seen the build anyway, but I've just never taken a full photo showcase of it before, and I've been feeling like it. Also, I finally started on the Genesis.
Oh shit! I thought he dropped all his kiss just now. Because I was looking down for a second, and I did not want to look up because I thought all them shits just fell down.
I was like, "Guess what? There's a sale going on. Buy one, get everything." But no, it's I started on the Genesis now. Finally, I literally just started. I'm nowhere near it, but I built the stand. Yay! But a long ways ago. But no, that's about it. That's it for me.
How's the build? How was the stand build?
Actually, surprisingly nuanced. I mean, very easy, but the engineering that they went with, there's a piece that you put in that slides through a perforated edges, so you could twist it. And the way you unlock it is you push that piece all the way through, twist it to the part you want, and then push it in from the other side to lock it there. And I thought that was smart. And the base has like this little screen protector, but they give you a little showcase pad where you can put a picture of the Genesis in there Or you can flip it around and put a picture of their logo with like cool designs and put a little protective piece over it. So it's
like an Action Base 3.
Yeah, it's actually, I can grab it.
I think the Action Base 3. I know you could put pictures in it, but I don't know if it comes with that screen protector he was talking about. Yeah. I know the P Bandai's one do. Yeah, it's the square.
Yeah.
It's a square that you can put the photo at the bottom.
Yeah. That bass look heavy duty as fuck too. You hear
that
it hit the
sound
table?
heavy duty.
This thing is big. Just to give you an idea, this is my hand, so it's about the size of my hand. But what's dope is that it comes with this little protective sheet here,
and you can Base 3.
And you could take this sheet out if you want. Easier said than done. And then you can have either the Genesis logo or a little picture with the Genesis right there.
Austin, what you need to do is take your own photo and put it in there.
I thought about that. You could just probably take your own photos and put it in there. You too. That's pretty dope. I got a Lucy sticker in recently, and I've got the color scheme that I want to do finally, and it's going to be an Edge Runners type of themed color scheme.
Ooh.
So it's I might take a picture of Lucy and put her in there.
I forgot who did an Edge Runners themed Barbatos expansion kit. She snapped on it. She's from Australia. I gotta send it to you because she was dope.
She's after my own heart. I love Edge Runners.
Yeah. She was tough.
But yeah, that's all I got, man.
That's what's up. CD, you?
Nothing, dog. I'm not doing anything. I did finally cracked open the Zaku box for our group build, so I will get started on that soon. Been shopping some paints. Gotta get the right colors, but as far as progress on anything, that is it for Gundams, models, figures. I haven't been reading anything new manga wise, just my usual. I'm reading like 100 different mangas at one time or some shit, I feel like. So just keeping up with all that. Jujutsu Kaisen, just read the newest chapter of that before I got on this, and that shit is looking like it's about to be crazy. The author says he wants to finish it this year. So
really, he does.
Yeah, it's winding down.
Wow, there's so side note. I heard about, or actually I read about this. Jujutsu Kaisen. So Studio Mappa released Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man broke even just about with the amount of money the production put in. Jujutsu Kaisen was far more profitable this year than Chainsaw Man. So much so that Mappa was like kind of shocked because they thought Chainsaw Man was going to be the big lead, and Jujutsu Kaisen is just blowing out the park. And the fact the author wants to end it this year means there's a lot of money being left on the table if they finish it. They might go over and just kidnap man and like force him to keep writing chapters.
You are not done.
No. You are the new Naruto. You are the new Naruto. Go ahead and get the hand signals ready because that's what's coming.
I mean, they got to figure it out because I feel like Oda said he plans to finish One Piece up pretty soon too. So like, that's a big hit for Shonen Jump.
Yeah, they got to find the new leap, and I don't think My Hero's really going to be able to carry the torch.
You know who?
My Hero's almost done. My Hero's almost done.
You know who it is then?
With Kaiju.
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8.
Sakamoto Day.
What?
It's up there.
Sakamoto. Yeah.
Sakamoto Days.
Oh man, there's gonna This is
Demon Slayer done. Is Demon Slayer done?
Demon Slayer ended last year or a year before. Yeah. The anime is now just catching up to what, the third out of 5 arcs, or third out of 6 arcs. Yeah,
it's finishing up. This next episode is the last one. It's supposed to be 77 minutes long too.
So wait a minute. So you said the manga finished up last year.
I believe it was last year or the year before last.
Okay, and I'm not trying to be funny here. Just me being ignorant to mangas and animes like that. Didn't they drop the box set? Was the box set not like years and years ago? Because the Demon Slayer manga looks old.
The art style.
The art style looks old. Yeah, that's just from the artist. But no, they dropped that box set, I think 2 years ago. I think it ended 2 years ago or the year before. I can't remember exactly.
2021. I think it was 2021.
So when they dropped that box set, was the manga still going? Do they do box sets? The box sets have to end. Like they have to have
all of them.
No, all of them.
You're right.
Because Naruto has
3 box sets.
And 3 or 4 box sets.
And Bleach has one too.
Ronin Kenshin has
a crazy one too.
Yeah, Ronin Kenshin has 3 box sets. It's usually just the volumes of 1 through 10. 11 through 20. Yada
Shit,
yada yada.
I'm seeing that Target. They're like doing 1 through 4 now. I'm seeing like a jujitsu.
Yeah, they do mini box sets.
They do that for Hot Topic did it for Attack on Titan. They dropped
Kaiju number 8 got one too.
They do mini box sets now. Hey man, make that money.
Collectible.
Make that money.
Shit.
Buy the figure.
First time I could get the like I said, the figures. Figures all of them 1/6 scale, because if 3-0 picks up Kaiju number 8 because they picked up Spy and the Family and they picked up Jujutsu Kaisen, and I think they might have picked up Chainsaw Man. If they pick up Kaiju number 8, I'm down for the 1/6 scale figure. I'll be down for the 1/6 scale figure.
SH Figure Arts already has them too. That's definitely coming from SH Figure Arts.
Oh yeah, it's coming quick. Pause. But speaking of what CD said earlier,
congratulations.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Took us a while, but we got him. We got him.
Got him.
Take a bow, good sir.
No, but people have been asking us, and we're going to say that absolutely join in the Solomon Nightmare. It wasn't. We wanted to do our own, like not own as in like private, but we wanted to get the community involved in it too. So if you have a kit y'all want to do and want to work on, or you just kind of stumped on what you want to do next, join us as we do the Solomon Nightmare colorway. We are all working on our individual kits. I have the Space Dom Origins that I want to work on and do the Solomon's Nightmare. CD is going to do the Zaku High Mobility. That's the Black Origins one too, so the Black TriStar one. And then Austin's going to break down the Messer. So a complete. You still doing the Messer, right? That's a complete custom. That's not even far, because there is a Dom, there is a Zaku, and the last one was a Gelgoog, right?
Gelgoog.
Yeah.
Gelgoog, yeah. They have a Master Grade Gelgoog at Hobbytown, but
no, you already built it. You already got the Messer up, and we're on high grades. So.
Yeah, we're on high grades, and I can't find a high grade Gelgoog anywhere, really. I guess it's just not in print right now.
Mine got like 4 of each.
3 years ago, 2 years ago, I want to say 2 years ago, CD would have clowned me about the Gelgoog, because I used to hate the fucking Gelgoog. I was like, yo, they better not drop a RG Gelgoog. Now, if they drop a RG Gelgoog, I'll probably cop.
I can see it
coming. Number one kit I used to say, hands down, I'm not copping it. CD would contest to this. He was like, yeah, yo, he
hated it.
Hated the Gelgoog. But now we're copping. Is there a kit y'all want that's like, it turned on you that much? Like you say, I'm never copping it. Like right now, I'll never cop the ball. That is to me a waste of a kit. I would never cop a ball. Pause.
A gun tank.
Gun tank? Not even the MG gun tank?
I fucking hate gun tanks.
The Iron Cavalry gun tank, the early type?
But that's the worst looking one at that too.
Dude, if they drop a Thunderbolt gun tank, the gun tank and Thunderbolt, that one I would definitely cop for it. That is the best looking gun tank, hands down.
Because everyone else looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, all the rest kind of like,
yeah, the gun tank look like it definitely doesn't belong.
Bro, but especially that early type.
I did have the early type. I got the early type. But what about you, Austin? What kit you was like, hell no, but now it's like,
I don't know. There's kits I've hated, but I've all come around on them just because I kind of liked them. Geez, I mean, there are some kits that I started off just not liking. Like for example, the Zaku I actually was never a fan of. I wasn't a fan of a lot of Mono Eyes. And you know what? The Bondoc. I don't not like the Bondoc. I don't like it in any shape, way, or form.
That'd probably be a kit I would never cop. You talking about the HG one, right?
Yeah. Now I've seen the customs of them, and the customs of them have made them all look so much better. So much better that it makes me actually kind of want to get one. Because what I realized about the Bondoc is that it's silly that the legs are shaped that way. If you delete the legs, right, you make sure it's uneven arms is like just one like rail gun or something like that, and it looks and give it field tanks, it already looks way better. And then there's a bunch of Zeta designs that look stupid. But I just like
all the Zeta designs look
almost all the Zeta designs look absolutely stupid. So yeah, most of the Zeta designs, man. Yeah.
I think right now for me it'd probably be the Gyarados, the Unicorn Grunts.
Oh, the Gyarados. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably. I can't rock it, yo. Like the gas mask World War II.
Oh, the Zulu, the Gyarados Zulu.
Gyarados.
No, Gyarados. Yeah.
The Nazis.
Yeah, the Nazi stormtrooper look. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, went a little hard on the symbolism there.
Yeah, the Gyarados is the one from Shark's Counterattack. Yeah, the Gyarados. I don't think I'll ever cop the Gyarados.
That shit looks like. Yeah, I got one.
I might get the Rosa Zulu, but not the Gyarados. The Rosa Zulu is dope.
Yeah, like I said, I've never been too much of a fan of Mono Eyes. I do like the Seed kit Mono Eyes, but I think that those are kind of the peak of the Mono Eye designs. Everything else,
the Seed ones are dope.
Just in and out for me. Yeah, the Zaku Warriors and the Jins, all those are dope. All the variants of the Jins too, pretty fucking sick.
All the variants of the Jin.
Mm-hmm. All the variants of the Zulu. I mean, not Zulu. The Zaku and the Seed, Zaku Warrior, the Gunner, the Blitz, the Blaze. They even have dope names.
Right. Even the names are dope.
Mm-hmm. So I would definitely get those. Probably the one with the double shield as well. Maybe even the silver one. You know, I don't know. There is one kit though that's a Gundam that I effing hate, and I probably won't. A lot of people probably won't understand but the Providence. The Providence is another kit I would never buy. Every time I look at it, it looks absolutely the turtle shell with the giant railgun and those tubes that go like it's like a what's happening?
But question is the Providence is something you like, yo, I'm never gonna buy, but do you see yourself caving in on it? I do not see myself caving in on the Gelgoog.
Only because of the metal inner frame. The metal inner frame for it is actually pretty good. And I want to get the metal inner frame and put it on that just so I can have a giant heavy suit. But I might delete the disc on the back and make a custom backpack and throw it on there because that thing is so silly, in my opinion. It looks so stupid. And the vents on the side look so stupid. But besides that, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's pretty all right, kid.
CD, your kit, what was your kit?
Well, the kit I hate the most is that I would never buy would be a gun tank. But I hated the Zulu first.
Zulu. But do you think the gun tank would ever be something you're like, you know what? I'm starting off. Or is it like a flat out never buy?
Maybe the Master Grade.
Okay.
I was only thinking the Master Grade. I thought the high grades all looked just bad. I thought the Master Grade was the only one you were talking about.
Yeah, no, the high grades look disgusting. The Master Grade is, I could see myself eventually, but all right, this is growing on me. I could see myself, but any of the high grades, no.
Especially, the high grades only good for like diorama pieces. They're like $10.
Weathered.
So if you want weathered and you want to make like a RX scene and have the gun tank in the back with a gun cannon, that'd be the only way to buy those kits.
Cobra Pla made a gun tank that he weathered and everything, and it looked immaculate. An origin gun in person. He made it good. That looked good.
He stepped on it. Shout out Cobra Pla. He's on the pod soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get him up here and talk to him about what he has.
Yeah, we can finally get him on. We got to get some more people on, man.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I like y'all, but we need some more blood up in here.
No, we were saying the same thing at the board meeting.
That's funny because me and CD were having our own meetings, said the same thing too. Yeah. We thought maybe
exactly.
Maybe a little union might be
change up top.
But that's all we have. Let's see. What's new? I don't even think a whole lot for what's new. I did see the I always want to say Scarlet Witch. It's not Scarlet Witch. It's the Black Widow girl kit that's coming out that we about $44 potentially USD, but it might be Singapore. I'm copping it. It looks dope, especially if I could grab it for $44. I'm about to bring it up for the people on YouTube. If not, check out Gunpla Nerd and go down to, I believe it's June. I'll tell you the date for the people on Spotify. It is posted on June 10th. So, but I want to bring it up for the people on YouTube. This to me is dope. Now, I wonder, now that it just dawned on me, is this their version of the Black Widow that's supposed to be paired with the Iron Mans, because I think this company makes the Iron Man 1/9 scale figures. From the looks of it, she looks like she could be 1/12, but this company does make them Iron Man figures.
I wonder. It looks like it
or
might
the
be
model kits, the Iron Man model kits, not figures. The new model kits that's been out.
We were talking about earlier. It's the same company that made this kit. For those who don't know, and the thing with this kit is that the scale is kind of weird. So it's like in between a 1/12 and 1/10, and you would think a 1/11, but it's slightly taller than 1/11. But 1/10 is kind of like the normal scale that you would get for like frame arm girls are 1/10. I mean, frame arm girls are 1/10. Mechagami devices are 1/12.
This is the kit right here.
Between. Yep, that's the kit right there.
So, I mean, it's a decent size. If that's it, I don't know if they're going to make this kit a little bit taller so you can pair with that Iron Man.
It looks like the same technology, especially when the hips and the connection joints there. I mean, it all looks kind of same, so it might be just a remold.
Okay.
But I mean, if they do make it bigger, you know what? That also means that it might be making an Iron Man in that size coming out soon.
Well, they have an Iron Man, and if this could be 1/9. The company that makes this, they drop the 1/9, which is crazy. It's right in between a Marvel Legend. It's taller than a Marvel Legend, but shorter than a Hot Toy, so you can't get away with it as being a Hot Toy. But if they drop this in 1/9, that'll probably be the size of a master grade, a taller master grade of this female, which would be dope.
Big ass girl kit.
That'll be a big girl kit. I don't know if the average sizes are.
Also, is there girl kits that size?
Yeah, I'm about to say, are there girl kits that size?
Not that I'm aware of. The only thing that you get larger than the frame arm girl kits usually is the Max Factory ones, which are usually about the same size too. But after that, you get into figure plamo, which are the statues that you build, and those are like 1/7 or 1/7, 1/8. So I'm not sure if there's anything else that's that big.
Regardless of what size this kit is, I'm copping it.
Coop sold.
Yeah. Even though I have a few other girl kits and I get pissed off looking at these girl kits and I'm not taking shots of them, but I'm still confident. And other than that, for the what's new, I don't know. We talked about the Ligers.
It wasn't too much. It like I said, it's been a lull because I think it's the pre-order season's kicking off, so everyone's just finalizing those pre-order stuff for the companies to be sent out. So they're not announcing anything new until Christmas.
Okay, well, that's all we have for the what's new then. Let us know in the comments what y'all seeing that might be coming out in the future. If y'all are down with that Black Widow kit, here's Moon Gundam. That one that comes with the long rifle in a different colorway. And then in the GM 1, 2, and 3 set.
Keep it.
Yeah, they can keep it.
I like the 2 and the 3 actually. Dang, they're high grades. And we got those new gens coming anyway from the Origins that should be here next month. So can't do it.
It's okay. I don't know. They might be later on this year because they've been teasing this. Not teasing. They've been pumping the gun cannon for quite some time. And we haven't got them in yet. They're still pre-orderable on USA.
They're hitting stateside. I've seen a couple sites have them.
Yeah, a couple of sites. They've been trickling in, but as of today, it hasn't been a whole lot of places where you can get them brick and mortar wise.
Yeah.
Granted, there's not a whole lot of brick and mortar places, but even still.
Yeah, and it might take some time before it gets there. I mean, it usually takes a long time before you can find it on the shelf just because of logistics. It's always cheaper to buy from a store. Hey, by the way, check out Vulcan Hobbies. They might have it. You can save 10% by using our code.
Plug them.
You gotta get them taken care of.
Just slip it right in there like a glove. No one noticed.
Pause. We got
Pause.
that. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. Cool.
All right.
15,925. Austin won.
At the end of the day, it's still a 1. Hold that thought. Sorry for the heat culture, but I don't. As of tonight,
Heater actually up
what's
at
the score of the
halftime.
Heat? Oh, they up. What's the
This
score?
might age poorly. Choose your next words wisely.
Heater up 7.
I have the Heat taking us in 7. It's going to go 7 games straight.
Heat in 7. I have Nuggets in 6. I figured they'd put up. They wasn't going to go out like that. I feel like the Heat got to win this one, and I don't know if they close out at home. So
the Heat have to win from here on out, don't they?
Yes.
Yep.
Against the Joker. Yeah. That sounds about right. Nuggets 6. If Jimmy Butler has some type of fight in him for the remainder of this game and hold it off, because I think it goes back to back, right? Back and forth from this point out. Next game be in Miami.
Nuggets, Miami, Nuggets.
Oh yeah. Come on, Jimmy. We're waiting for you. Waiting for you on the other side. Get that ring and solidify yourself.
If he wins this championship after coming back from down like this, he's cemented.
Hall of Fame
against the Joker, which just to shout out to people, I don't usually watch a lot of basketball, so these guys are a little bit more knowledgeable than me. But even I know that this Joker guy is apparently insane. What they triple doubles every night. Like he collects them like they're candy.
Literally.
Yeah.
On Halloween.
He had 30, 20, and 10. Huh?
At this point, which is fun, which is good to see. This will solidify the Joker as being a top 15 player of all time if he wins the chip. This will also solidify Jimmy if he wins the chip too. So
I was always confused about that. You have to win a championship to be considered the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you have to.
Because in basketball, there's people who have some really crazy records and crazy stats, but they're kind of forgotten just because they don't have a ring.
Is Karl Malone top 10 all time?
Probably.
Like Charles Barkley is really good, but he's never won a championship.
Neither Stockton, but Stockton is probably top 3 point guard of all time.
I mean, Karl Malone was number 3 in points?
Yeah.
Number 2 in points until Jordan passed him? The mailman. You know what I call him the mailman because he was coming every day. Pause.
Oh, yeah. There you go. But that's it. What we have for Hold That Thoughts. Nothing. Wait. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this, but this has been kind of interesting. Finally, something interesting. The PGA Tour has joined the Live.
And something else. 3 organizations merged together.
That is okay. The Live, right, is a Saudi Arabia money pumped golf.
Soccer team.
No, it's golf.
Oh, it's golf?
Yes.
Oh.
It's taking old golf. Like they offered Charles Barkley like 200-something thousand to come commentate. Like they offering
they're ready to give Tiger $1 billion.
They were about to give Tiger Woods $1 billion to come golf in their league. But people was like, this was like last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, but the only catch was you couldn't go back to the PGA Tour. Like you
cannot come back to America.
So you'd be stuck there?
No, you'll lose your
you'd just be playing golf there.
You're
playing the PGA Tour.
Like you can't come back to the American team. And people was like, yo, I'm not about to play for no team that the people that did 9/11, they getting the money from that and guns and terrorism and that's how these like Tiger Woods would have got his $1 billion, quote unquote.
Oh damn.
So now the PGA hated the Live, LIV. They hated them. And then like last week they merged. The PGA said, okay, yeah, we can play together. Right. All the morals, all that patriotic talk are out the window.
But like some big name golfers went and left the PGA Tour and went and played like Dustin Thompson. He was the captain of the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup is like the U.S. versus like the world golf tournament. He left the PGA Tour and got hundreds of millions of dollars to go play in the Live. Yeah, and like I honestly see why guys was leaving because of the PGA payout. They had to raise the PGA payout because they were only like, okay, you win, you get $4,000 or $4 million, or whatever. Live He could be on a team and take last place and still get $2 million.
Dang.
So
So that's like going into a boxing match. You know you're going to lose, but you're going to make a cool $1.5 million when it's over with.
So the
like,
issue
I'll get tapped on the head and lay down. Like, oh, I'm not.
There was a clip where a guy, as soon as the bell rang, he walked right out of the ring. He didn't even wait. He just walked right out of the damn ring. That's sad. That's sad. But that's been the whole thing. It's like these guys, PGA's been talking a whole lot of patriotic stuff the last 2 years, and now money's on the table, and they know they can't compete with the money. Hey, let's join. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, another sporting thing. For those that are fans of racing, the 24 Hours of Le Mans just wrapped up, and I would just like to say congratulations to Ferrari. Out of the game for 50 years. This is their first year back in the top team, and they won it. And they won in dramatic fashion. Going from first to third to sixth to first to third to second to first, and taking it at the last hour. Yeah,
Austin, are you team Ferrari?
No, I'm more of a in terms of F1. I'm a McLaren fan first, then I'm a Ferrari fan. And then I'm who's ever not Red Bull or Mercedes.
Before we move on, movie? Yes, I was gonna say, did you guys see the trailer for that?
That Gran Turismo movie is dope.
It looks like garbage.
Really? It's based on a true story.
Yeah, I know the true story. I know the guy. So I used to do a lot of Gran Turismo racing in the national tournaments, and I think I've told you guys before. One of my friends plays Call of Duty. He's nationally ranked. So he used to go to esports events and stuff like that. So I've met some of those guys. They're all cool. But from what I've seen, how it happens and how it really goes down, they really dramatize the hell out of that.
And the dramatization looks dope, and I might go watch it.
It looks good. It's weird. It's weird for me. It's like when you have a pilot license and you watch like Top Gun, and you're like, no.
Doesn't work like that.
That doesn't no. If you do that maneuver, you would be dead immediately. Like you and all of your precious thoughts and ideas would be scattered against that mouse right over there. Like, there's nothing about you left. But anyway, so congratulations to Ferrari. You're not my favorite team, but what you did was impressive, and tops to you.
Oh, look at that. Well, that's all we have for Hold That Thought. So let's go across the Spider-Verse, fellas. This is here. We appreciate everybody listening. Major spoilers from this point on. We're going to talk about
all the spoilers from this point on.
All the spoilers from this point on. So whoever is like, I'm not going to rock with the spoilers. We appreciate you rocking up this far.
Yep.
Don't forget, check out Vulcan Hobby. Be positive in everything you do, and shine some light. I'm Coop. That's CD.
Yeah.
Austin.
See you next week.
See you
Coop
next
playlist. Week. Austin show.
Oh yeah. We're coming around. Peace. Appreciate it. For the people who stuck around, let's get into it. We're Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. What we talking? I gave it a 10 out of 10, and I want to stand by it with no bias into it. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
Where does this sit?
As in nothing.
So we got two categories here. Well, actually, we have three categories here: animated movie, superhero movie, overall movie. Where's this
superhero movie? It might be up there, top 10. It does not beat out. I know people are like, "Yo, this best comic book movie of all time." No scene will ever beat out the Portal scene in Endgame when everybody came out of Portal.
Okay,
no scene will beat that out.
Most wow factor.
And so there's nothing that led up, and then that act 3 of Endgame with the fight and the free for all, the battle royale, all of that, and how Tony went out, it won't be top, so I can't put it like number 1. So it's not number 2 because the first movie is just as good as this movie. The first movie is really good. Don't look at me like that, CD. The first movie is really good.
It is. Yeah.
And so the sequel did not beat out the original, that holds some weight to me as well. So, but it's up there. It's up there. Overall movie is up there as well.
Okay, I feel you. This is
Can we
not...
count this as a whole movie because it like the way it ended?
No,
I think it is.
No. What I was just talking about that earlier.
It's Gwen's
movie.
It is Gwen's movie. It's not Miles. It's technically Gwen's.
She got a full story arc.
Yep.
This will always be 2 movies to me. I was just saying this to the homies, the fake heads. Go listen to them on Spotify. To me, the fact that they're talking about the next one being the ending of the Spider-Verse tells me, okay, it's part 2 of number 2.
Well, what's funny is
it's not 3 movies. This is not a trilogy.
Okay, go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. This is not a trilogy.
This very much is. This movie has cemented itself as making that first movie just part 1. It literally, because not only is the villain directly affected from part 1, the bagel effect, wah, wah, but this movie now has, especially in the way it's storytold, has shown the flaws. I went back and watched the first movie just to get a gauge of it, and showing the flaws from all those first characters, and has just amplified it and come to their natural conclusion in the second movie. So I truly do feel like this is a complete trilogy. And if the third movie comes out and they nail it, this might be one of the better, actually it might be one of the best trilogies that Marvel's ever made. I mean, not Marvel, Sony's ever made. So much so that Marvel is even, there's even talks that Marvel wants Miles Morales in the MCU. No, Sony's like, nah, not really.
It's coming.
Yeah. Dude, Sony right now is like, bro, we're not really going to let you have this.
Yeah,
your phase 5 have not turned out too well. I mean, you only have one movie in the tank that's good right now. That's Guardians, and they didn't want anything to do with your phase 5, and that's kind of why it worked. So
the fact that they hinted towards the Prowler, Childish Gambino's locked up as the Prowler, is MCU, because he is in Homecoming,
well,
right?
They showed,
and he
didn't
said,
they show Homecoming in there? No, they showed the other 2 Sony movies.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So they showed Homecoming, right, by putting Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, in the Prowler suit, because in Spider-Man Homecoming, which is MCU, he said, "Yo, I don't want them guns I don't want those weapons. I have a nephew in Brooklyn. In Brooklyn. So, and that person who said that in the movie was Donald Glover, and he was in Spider-Verse movie as one of the captured anomalies that Spider-Man 2099 had.
Man, I gotta say, if I know I'm saying MCU could probably take them if they wanted. I think Disney has enough pull where they could just literally just yoink the Spider-Man license from Sony if they wanted to. But but no, I'm right there with you, Coop. Back to the ratings. My number 1 superhero movie of all time is still The Dark Knight. It's very hard to beat that. I don't think anything will, especially that scene. Let me show you a pencil trick, which kind of cemented the entire movie for me. And also the interrogation scene, which I think might be one of the best scenes in all film. One of the best, not the best. But this movie is pretty damn close up there. It is an absolutely fantastic film.
I haven't felt this genuinely happy like walking out of a theater in a long time.
Right?
Like I sat
Does it feel like a
like,
spectacle? Like you've actually experienced a spectacle, like for the first time in a long time.
It was fun.
I was smiling ear to ear. Like I haven't felt like this in a long time. There's recently, like I've seen a lot of movies, I'm not a big comic book guy like you guys are. Like I like following the movies, but I sat there and when I finished it, I was like, I need to go read the comics. So I did. And like I truly like inner being felt like this is like top 3 superhero movies of all time.
Man.
I give it.
It's definitely up. It's the best Spider-Man movie, live action or animated of all time. Or even better, Spider-Man TV.
Spider-Man 2 is pretty up there for me. But yeah, continue. Good. Yeah.
This might even I would not take Spider-Man 2 over the animated Spider-Man from the 90s. And I would take this over the animated Spider-Man from the 90s. If I can get this in a TV show. And the animated Spider-Man in the 90s, Fox Kids, is number 1 for me. So now it's number 2.
Why does Sony struggle so much with their like superhero movies compared to like
The money.
Animated.
It's the money.
because
The directors Phil Lord and Miller, they made
Mhm.
the Lego movie. They made the what's the other movie they made? The Sunny with a Chance of Meatballs, the first one. These two guys know what they're doing, and Sony has not been able to find anybody else who's able to be writing or directing that well.
And I
And
think-
they charge a
Morpheus?
premium. Yeah, and they charge a premium,
Venom?
and Sony doesn't like to spend money.
Venoms are okay. The Venoms are okay. I think too, the main difference is animated now, and you can get a lot. You can get a lot. You can get a lot with animation. You get a lot with it. Like you could do a whole lot. You could do the right twips, the right scenes. Like some of the stuff I was laughing at was due to the fact that it was animated. Like the asterisks at the bottom, like, oh, you wouldn't be able to get that for real in a live action movie. It'll be dope to see it like that, but it'll look weird. You know it's fake.
The
It felt like
closest
a comic.
the closest you ever get into that sort of animation in live action blend that actually worked was Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
That is the closest you'll get to it, and that movie worked and did really well. But that's also because once again the director, was it Edgar Edwright or the guy who
knows?
directed
Whoever
the beginning
you
of
just said
Ant-Man?
now?
He knows
I
what he's
won't
doing.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, and he can direct comedy and action very well. So,
They gotta
go
get
ahead,
together.
CD. Yeah,
'Cause, yeah, no, this movie, I loved it, man. Start to finish, I love the way it starts. I was telling you guys, like the soundtrack, love the soundtrack, and I love how like, especially like leading off with Gwen, her universe was like all kind of based off her mood. So when she was like these darker feeling down moods, all the colors were darker. Then as she lightened up towards
Yeah.
the end of the movie with her dad, like the
It
colors
got
lightened.
bright. Yeah.
So just like seeing that, like how it played through in all the universes and how like they took their time meticulously, like working on each Spider-Man, like their own quirks. Like this
Yeah,
movie,
man.
like did it for me.
and it's crazy because I've watched that ending scene on YouTube now, the final fight where he's on the train and he's fighting Miguel, and I've been pausing almost every frame and just looking at it and just saying, "This looks like a wallpaper." Like
Literally.
almost every frame in this whole sequence was so well animated, so meticulously done, and just and you got to sit there and you're just thinking the amount of hours, the time, the patience. Every time they do one of those screen scratches where they show like the pixelated dots on his face for just a second, right, and then goes back over whenever one of the rails go over his head, instead of putting shadow over his face, they choose different colors. Instead of putting like illumination from the sun, they put like pixelated art on his face. All those were in a board meeting. They were in a board meeting. Somebody said what palette, what color, what type, and they had to do that over and over for every second of a film. No wonder why it took 5 years to make. Oh, and by the way, Spider-Punk, he's the true homie, OG. He
was okay.
He's number 1.
He was okay.
Okay.
He was okay. Well, let's calm down. I know he fits into like a lot of like rebel stuff. I get it. Cool. He was a rebel in the movie, anarchist. He was okay.
I don't understand.
Was he as you tell me?
Who's your favorite character?
I'm about to say, was he as dope? I think Miguel in Spider-Man. His story felt like a Marvel MCU villain, where it's like they picked a great string, and I was like, oh man, you know what? I guess he's right. For people to survive, these events have to happen. These events are the things that he's referencing, is the stuff that you automatically know about Spider-Man. Someone dies, stuff like that. Miles tries to prevent it with his dad because he knows his dad's going to die. It will mess up the timelines. These events have to happen for him to be Spider-Man. And 2099 is the only one who knows. Sounds like Thanos. Sounds like some Kang shit. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll rock with. I'll rock with. And it's my man that plays.
What if he's the original anomaly though? That's my thing. Like,
that's fine.
Who's right?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm right with Spider-Punk, bro. Spider-Punk.
Spider-Punk's right.
Not only did he immediately identify Miguel's fault when he was trying to charge his hands, he's like, dude, you gotta use your palms. Second, he immediately ID'd Miguel as a rebel too, and he's like, I like this guy. And Spider-Punk clearly never liked this whole system, and now he's seen somebody who's saying, you know what, F this, I'm gonna choose my own path. And he's like, not only do I agree, but I'm going to support this dude. And you know what? Things didn't turn out for me, but here's a chance for me to help this guy for things to turn out well for him. And that
I
for
feel
me
like
is a
he's
true
getting-
hero. That
I
to me
didn't
felt
fe-
like a hero move.
I didn't feel like he got enough airtime for me to like him like that.
I think he got just the amount that we would need to understand his position. Like he's always walking in there, always like, well, why are you taking this? Why are you stealing this? He's like, because it was there. And then the small little tarts where he's talking to Gwen, he's like, Gwen, how much have you told him? He was like, a little bit, not enough. And the fact that also Spider-Punk is the only character, the only other Spider-Man in the entire movie that does not lie to Miguel. Not once. He's the only one who tells the truth every time. When he was like, ask Gwen, what have you told him? She's like, oh, a little bit, right? And he's like, how many wishes have you all gone? And Gwen's like, oh, just a couple. And he's like, no, a couple doesn't. Yeah, no, she stays at my place. No, those are my shoes. Dude, you gotta use your palms. Yeah, she got her toothbrush here. He was like, what do you do? He was like, dude, yeah. And then he was like, wait, that happened to you? He's like, yep, that happened to me too. What of it? And he's like, he's the only person who's 100% with him. And that's why at the end of the movie, when that big reveal happens, and it shows that they all knew about his past, but they all just hid it from him. That's what it even hit me even harder. I was like, damn, Spider-Punk was the only one that told him the truth. Out of all those heroes, he's the only one who never lied. That's pretty tough.
So who you rock on, CD? Who's your favorite?
A little sneaky character. I like the Spot.
The Spot was dope.
Yeah, Spot's dope.
Funny.
So yeah, so like that first 30 minutes, I'm like, all right, this if this guy's really the villain.
He's literally a villain of the week.
Yeah, and then he has that catharsis moment. He kicks himself into himself, and he's like, what? He's like peeks his head in, and he goes, you know what? He's kind of having that same dilemma that Miles is having. Like he's tired of everyone saying like he can't be this or can't be that. Same thing with Miles is going with. Everyone's telling him this, that, and the third. And Miles is like, I'm gonna be me. Same thing with the Spot. So I think he's in a crazy like rival for them both to see like where they're going. Because like in this last movie, Miles has to like come out of this with some knowledge, and I feel like Spot kind of already did that. Like I looked inside myself. You said I'm weak. Fuck it, I'm gonna get stronger. So he went around and got stronger. Now look at him. So I definitely like to see Spot's character arc, and I can't wait to see what the final showdown between them two will be like.
True.
I wouldn't be surprised if Spot helps. No, the Prowler helps with Spot.
Miles?
Two different Miles. Yeah, two different Miles. Because the ending, Miles was sent to the wrong universe because there's this robot.
Technically the correct universe.
Technically the correct universe.
Correct universe for the Spider.
Yeah, the universe has come off the Spider.
Yeah.
If you get, and the Spider in this movie was said that this one came from a different universe and bit Miles. In that universe that the Spider came from, there's no Spider-Man. So the Miles in that universe becomes the Prowler, which is the bad guy. And he confronts.
Right. Did you guys catch that, or were you guys surprised? I caught that shit when he started scanning it. I was like, all right, that's not his home.
Yeah. Once his mom,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Once his mom said you did something with your hair, I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And then first thing I thought was, oh, the Doctor Strange shit. Like the Doctor Strange shit tied into this shit. The MCU tied into this. I was like, no, the Doctor Strange spell was people forget who Peter Parker was as Spider-Man. Right. So that wasn't it. So I was like, what's going on? And then it dawned on me once he said, yo, you took the two braids out.
And for keen eye viewers, if you look closely at his mom had different eye color. His mom's eye color in the original series, his original universe, I think was green. And the one where he gets there, it's brown. So his the eye color is different.
Room too.
Pretty crazy.
Wasn't decorated. If you notice, the room was more dark.
Mm-hmm.
Miles had like more childish, like living life vibe. This one like gringy, like out the mud room vibe. And I do like this Miles in this universe, dog. Like you can tell, like tattered past. When the mask came down and you seen the two braids, I was like, oh shit! Like this Miles,
I liked his outfit
some shit
too. Yeah, his outfit was dope too. When he was hanging up from the rafters, and he looked down at the shadow. I was like, "Oh shit!" He came down
like Prince, and he like drops down from the rim. He like levitated down. That was him, dog. He like came off the ceiling like that. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then them Jordans hit the ground in the black and the white instead of the Spider-Verse red and black.
Mm-hmm.
I need those too.
You know they're coming. They're coming, bro.
What's your favorite a pop-up of Spider-Man. There's so many. There's so many, which was dope. It probably was just, I knew it was coming, but I was shocked to see the Spider-Man from the video game. And then
the PS4.
No, the PS4 one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, that's dope.
Shoot, they had all of them. They had Superior Spider-Man. They had Spectacular Spider-Man. They had the OG series.
The OG one when he was running and he was swinging.
Yep.
And he was like, "I'll come get you," and he passed him. He's like, "Nah, you're slow ass. You're old slow ass. Ain't coming to get me." And he blew right past him.
They had Sun Spider. They had everything. Yeah, they had everything. It's hard to pick one.
T-Rex Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Lego Spider-Man. When he said
that one was dope.
That was funny.
Yeah,
that shit had to be cool.
That's what. So what we're talking about is the different universes of Spider-Man is associated with this movie. People, the main villain is Spot. Spot was able to kind of put his hole through through space, come out on another end and fight his villains like that. Wind up realizing he could tap into different dimensions, and when he tapped into different dimensions, what threw me off and which was dope, the first like oh shit moment was the Venom when he stuck his head in the Venom world,
right?
The lady at the restaurant, the lady at the convenience store. I was like, oh shit, that's smart. That's dope. That was like, yo, that's wild for them to do that.
And she just looked at him like a regular Tuesday. He's like, this is just like a Tuesday to you? And she's like, yeah. Like, can I have this gum? Yeah. If you looked at the gum, by the way, it said
Venom.
Venom, yeah, Venom mint, yeah. So it was a Venom.
Did you guys know that Lego Batman scene was animated by a kid too? He helped produce it.
Oh, really?
A 14-year-old, yeah. If you guys Google or YouTube Lego Spider-Man trailer, so this kid shot a 1-for-1 of the Spider-Man, this newest trailer, but in Legos, and it did so well that the two directors called him, picked him up, and he helped produce that scene.
Oh wow!
Oh shit,
that was dope. He's got a directing credit already at the age of.
And if you go see the Lego, I watched it. I'm like, yo, this is a 14-year-old kid doing this, mind you, by himself, just off YouTube, figuring out how to do stuff. And it's like
that's crazy,
dude.
Now he has this type of deal. The second for part 3.
That's dope,
dude. That's dope. But yeah, no, there's too many Spider-Mans for me to pick, really.
The Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider was dope to see too, because I know I have the first appearance of him. And I'm like, not for like money wise, like yo, I got the first appearance and I can't wait for this to boom up, because it was dope to finally see like that version on and then drawn in that animation too. It was dope to see it drawn in that. It wasn't like an updated version of Ben Reilly.
The only spider I didn't see was Silk. And I would have loved to see Silk. Silk would have been dope.
I think that might be like next movie. I can see that being next movie, because we didn't get any besides Penny. We didn't get anybody from the first movie. At the end, at the very end.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage
got an upgrade.
Yeah. Bro.
Oh, he's not coming back?
Penny went to college. He's not voice acting in this one.
Oh damn.
He was funny in the first one.
He was great.
Hilarious. Yeah, Penny got an upgrade. Penny went to college. She went and got a whole new shit.
Yeah, she had that Letterman jacket on and everything like that, sitting outside, and I was like, "All right, get her, Robo. What's going down?"
Yeah, come on, Penny.
But that was it was a dope movie, nonetheless. I think that hopefully it could catch some type of award and shine some light on 1, comic book movies, 2, animated movies for real, and then 3, kind of like a mixed bag type of when it comes to race, because you can have the Middle Eastern Spider-Man that was dope. I don't know the
Indian
name. The Indian Spider-Man he was dope, and his character dope. See, his character in Spider-Punk to me was not on the same relevance, but the same plane when it comes to like I look at those characters in this movie right here on this play, like Dad, Spider-Punk, Spider-Gwen and Miles and Spot were number 1, and then Miguel, not Spot, Spot was number 2, Miguel was number 1. So there's like different categories. I don't think Spider-Punk's relevance was more than Spot's in this movie.
I just liked the character. I liked his vibe, the way he acted. I loved his animation, and
the animation was dope too. Because it was like there was a scene. His
all
guitar,
cutouts.
Yeah, like there was a scene where he was just standing and looking, and his guitar, the cutout around the guitar was moving.
It was changing.
Yeah. I was like, that's staying on top of it.
And that's another thing. This animation has is absolutely fantastic. Not only in the fact that they've kind of like re-innovated, because the first Into the Spider-Verse movie kind of re-innovated the whole entire animation genre, what you can do with animation. So much so that like now I think Pixar hasn't really been producing too many hits. I think Buzz Lightyear was the first flop. They even took it off Disney Plus. But even Pixar has started I think came out and said that after watching this movie, they've realized that they've taken the hyper-realism technique of animating a film just too far. Now Spider-Verse and Spider-Man has kind of shown that no, it's time to do new stuff. It's time to change things.
I've seen some like
animated
Anderson versus Machine, just like a Disney. It's on Netflix, but Chloe was watching it, and it's like similar style. So I've definitely seen like people trying to draw from that first animated Spider-Man movie and trying to like make it their own. But like just like you were saying, Austin, the color palettes, how they had to go one by one. Like the work, I like you said, 5 years. I see why. Cause I went back and looked at Shameik Moore's story, and like he had posted some of these scenes back in like January of 2021. I'm like, dog, it took that long. So I pray to God like the other one's already done. I don't know if I can.
Oh yeah, the other one's already done.
Oh yeah, the other one's pretty much already finished. They just split it up.
They did the Infinity War Endgame. They probably everything shot in between, split it up, like you said. Yeah, it's all been done.
So I was reading they had 6 weeks prior to release date.
What's up?
They had finished the scene for Spider-Verse like 6 weeks prior, but I'm assuming it's like a reshoot or something. But
yeah, they probably redone. Yeah, and they're all sent out digitally, so they probably fixed it. Just day one patch for movies now.
Right, exactly. Like it's caught or something, done.
But yeah, no, man. I mean, you know, it's crazy that in that same amount of time, your daughters could have gone all through high school and graduated high school by the time that movie's done.
Which makes sense from what it used to take damn near a year, right, for movies to get on VHS,
DVD
back in the day.
Oh yeah,
to DVD for VHS. It should be like this coming this winter on VHS.
Right?
Like, damn, it's winter already? What do you mean this winter?
Yeah.
But
now we have to wait 6 days, and if a movie does not do well enough, it's already on streaming services.
Right.
Oh, I think that's standard now for like I think. When I got
month.
Creed 3. Yeah, I got Creed 3 on March 30th, and it came out March 3rd.
So yeah, it was still in theaters.
Yeah, it was still in theaters when that came out.
They wasted no time.
Granted, Creed 3 is great. Don't think it's not great, but that's what the turnaround time.
Right.
Just gotten quicker.
Yeah,
I need this soon because I just want to watch the behind the scenes. Like I've never like really. This movie alone, I've been on YouTube like looking like the making of Spider-Man just because I can watch the animation, the voice acting. Like, can we talk about the actors? Like, geez,
yeah, the voice actors killed it, man.
There was a different
Shameik
voice
Moore
actor
as Miles.
There was a different dude for the. His name is Miles G. Morales, the one in two braids. It's a different voice actor.
Yeah,
Miles G. Morales to IMDb. Because I was trying to look at the voice actors again for the people that were new. Like Ben Riley is the dude. Andy
Samberg.
Yeah, Andy Samberg.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine fame.
And it's crazy how they got like a lot of MCU people to voice these characters.
Hey, your boy Miguel. He's voiced by
right.
Moon Knight.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. And he was crazy in Moon Knight. And then
Stansfield doing Gwen, like
the dude that did Eternals is the dad. The cop. Miles' dad. And
is Miles' dad's name last name Morales? I swear in the comics his dad has a last name, but
Jefferson.
on his dad's badge. On his dad's badge, it says Morales.
Huh? I swear it's Jefferson, ain't it?
I swear I seen on his badge it said Morales, but I swear
You're right. It
his,
does. It does say on Morales, but I think his name is Jefferson. I always thought it was
Officer Jefferson. Yeah, they call him Officer Jefferson.
So I'm like,
Don't tell
what?
me don't tell me that's a flaw in the movie. Oh,
No, I think it might just be a different dad.
nah, I don't think it's a different dad. Hold on.
Because I'm thinking like, all right, do they change it and make his dad? Is Miles Puerto Rican or Dominican? Puerto Rican?
He's a
Dominican.
Puerto Rican.
I thought he was Dominican.
Was he Dominican? Oh,
His
maybe
mom
he's-
was like, they said that the new Miles is Puerto Rican. He was like, no, I think he's Dominican.
Well, no. In the meeting, she said the counselor was talking about how you're from a distant land, but she said no, we're from America, and I was like, Puerto Rico's America.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I'm like, is his dad? Because his dad's supposed to be black, his mom's supposed to be Puerto Rican. But is his dad now Puerto Rican too?
Ah, look at that. The dude who did the AT&T commercials back in the day, the Indian dude, is the one who voices the Indian Spider-Man.
He was.
He's also in Deadpool. Yep, he's in Deadpool.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
the
he
cabbie
was.
driver. He's like, yep, Tika has been stolen from me.
But yeah, someone fact check that because I swear Miles' dad had a Morales badge.
I could be tripping. His name is Jefferson Davis. Unless it's Jefferson Davis Morales.
Huh? Might be Jefferson Davis
Morales. So is he black and Puerto Rican too?
He seemed mostly just black.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, look at his uncle. Shit.
Yeah.
His uncle don't look. Ain't no Morales. His uncle don't let no Morales.
Uncle look like DMX.
Yeah. God damn! In
Jefferson.
both universes, they can. That's the thing, though. See, I like how like one Miles was good, another Miles was bad, but the uncle, he was on the dark side regardless.
It says Jefferson Jeff Morales, name legally changed from Jefferson Davis.
Huh. Okay.
This is coming from Marvel Wiki. I mean, from Fandom, Marvel database.
He took his wife's last name.
He took his wife's last name?
Wife's name? What's his wife's name?
Morales. I think her name got to be Morales. That's the Morales side. Who can? I don't know.
I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know because that was interesting. Like I said, I'm reading the comics and his dad, like they say his name all the time. His last name is Morales, so I was always wondering. But then
I knew it was Jefferson something. Aaron Davis is his uncle.
Yeah.
Yo, they're not. Come on,
Miles Davis. Miles Davis, isn't he a musician?
Exactly.
They threw these names out here. They just threw these names out here.
I hope they're not doing it because of the stereotype of like black people always have multiple kids. Like now I'm questioning, yo, is his dad and uncle, is his granddad both their dad?
Right.
Damn, man. I hope.
Damn.
His name got to be Jefferson.
It has to be Morales.
Aaron Davis. Yeah, Jefferson Davis.
It says
and his name is Jefferson Davis. His uncle's
changed his
name
last name to Morales.
Yeah, to Morales for legal reasons. Huh.
So, like I said, who do you guys think was right? Is it Miguel, or are we saving all and losing one? Or are we trying to save them all?
You always do the right thing. You always go and try to save everybody. You try to do both.
Why is that the right
no matter
thing?
what? Because it is the right thing. Regardless, I mean, if you do the other path, you're technically complicit to murder. If you are aware of someone's going to die, and you do nothing,
that's both.
No, it's not.
So
and
what
the
if
other
you fail,
one,
though?
you're going to stop. You're not complicit to murder. You tried to stop it.
You tried to save everyone?
You tried to save everybody.
In the last whole universe? Damn.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. If it was come down to me and my dad, I would choose my dad every time. I love y'all guys, but my pops needs help.
Facts.
Damn. That's a tough one. Because I watched something where it was like if you knew, it was something like if a psychopath, if you did something, if you chose the logical side all the time, you're a psychopath. That's what it was. The logical side would be save the whole. That's the logical side. The bias.
Does that make Miguel wrong?
Side. No, I don't think so. Because that's what Thanos is doing. I don't think Thanos was wrong. He was saving
go ahead.
the universe. Thanos and Miguel, who's Spider-Man 2099, seem like they have the same mindset. Save the universe.
I think Miguel is going through a traumatic event and has never truly recovered from it, and therefore I would not put my fate or the fate of the universe in a man who's still grieving, who's going through a traumatic event.
That's true.
My question is, since this only happened to Miguel, how does he know it's true?
Exactly. He has seen this event happen once. And clearly the whole universe or all the multiverses didn't fall apart yet, just one that he was in.
Right.
That's true.
So how does he know? What if this whole Spider Society is based on him messing up and trying to cover up his mess up? So he's making everyone think like, if you do this, I mean, because like you said, I mean, this canon events, is it necessarily canon?
I think he's just trying to justify what he did.
Yes.
I think the canon events do always happen though, even in the comics.
The weird thing is that Miles already had his uncle.
But I think his dad got to die because in the video game he did. In the video game he did. In the comic books I can't remember because the one that CD showed earlier is Run. Is it called Run? It's the second version of Miles, or the third or something. I read one that had a different story, and it drawn differently. So it blends in when I think of Miles.
Yeah, I think in the end though, Miguel was wrong. You got to do the right thing. You got to be a hero at the end.
But that's the thing. Is that what's the right thing?
Try and save everybody.
That everybody is what he was trying to save. That's why he was hunting down Miles.
Everybody is so damn good. One person? Nah, that ain't everybody, brother. That ain't everybody. Everybody except for one person ain't everybody.
Yeah, but you say again, that goes back to the logic. It just goes back to like they said. Maybe I'm a psychopath.
Nah, I doubt it.
You like psychopath?
That is true.
A psychopath wouldn't save anybody.
No, he would save the logical person.
A psycho? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about if Miguel was a psychopath. If Miguel was a psychopath, he wouldn't save anybody. He would just keep trying.
No, that's what this test they said, where if you always pick the logical side, which is save the mini, and let the one die, then you're a psychopath. Because the only thing you see is the logical side.
Oh yeah, no, they're devoid of emotion. Yeah. They can't understand emotion, nor do they feel it. I think that what also you could say is the what is it, the test of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again but expecting a different outcome.
Right. I mean, because like Miguel's constantly saying like, you know, it's all Miles. This is the reason why it's happening. But I mean, couldn't we say that since Miguel was the first one to mess up,
it's his fault?
Enigma? Yeah, he's the reason why everything's the way it is. Like he went into another universe and replaced himself. Like, what if he killed himself in that universe because he didn't have a kid in this one?
Right. And what's dope is that the first movie cements itself as part 1 too, because the spider in the first movie does the glitch out thing, the same glitch out thing that we see in this movie that represents that you're not from this universe over and over again. So
I wonder if that's where they got the idea from.
I think I don't know if they planned this out. I doubt it.
So either. But I think they saw the spider glitch. He was like, what if you glitch when you're in a different universe? It ain't right with it.
And if that all ties together, then you can argue that Miguel was the reason, because something happened when Spot was doing the experiment. He said something changed and that spider went away. Right.
Exactly.
And what's crazy too
that's why I think Miguel's the reason.
It was crazy too is the picture of the Spot in his office is a different person than the person Miles hit with a bagel.
Yes.
The person that Miles hit with the bagel had glasses and short hair, but the picture with the Spot in his apartment is a long hair with glasses with Doc Ock, the female Doc Ock next to him. So that's just crazy.
So overall movie for you, where does it rank? It's a top movie for sure.
Dang. Overall
best movie this
all movies?
Best movie this decade? This
decade? Ooh. That's a tough one.
No. You mean since 2020?
the past 3 years.
Last 3 years. Not in the last 10
or 2010.
Last three. 2020.
Oh, last 3.
2020. Yeah.
Dang, that's still tough.
I don't know. I don't watch enough movies to say, because I know people will go up there and talk about something about what's it, the Lighthouse or some shit like that.
Oh no, we're not talking about art house films or whatever. We're not
A24 films.
Coop, you're with 3 dudes who love comic books. We're not watching an A12 film. We're not watching In the Menu, even though The Menu is a great movie. We're not watching The Menu, right? I mean, it's fine.
Sue me.
Just no crowd pleasing summer blockbuster. Where does this
right?
We'll narrow it down to that.
I don't know, man. What the hell can
It's up there.
Black Panther 2?
It is.
Oh Jesus, yeah. Oh my God, yes. That's not even on my board. Good Lord.
Right. Black Panther 2 was good.
Okay.
Dog.
It was good, but
same. It was the same. It's not this good, but it's the same plot a little bit. Like, I gotta save my people. You gotta save your people.
That's the plot of every superhero movie.
No, the plot of like all first ones. Like if it's like somebody first, the plot is gonna be me versus me. Ant-Man versus another ant or a small animal or insect. Iron Man versus a big ass Iron Man and Iron Man 1. What was it? Just pick one. You know, the first movie,
Batman,
the Hulk,
The Dark Knight, Batman Begins,
the Incredible Hulk versus an Abomination.
I don't even like to bring up that movie as anything. Good Lord! But I mean,
is that Edward Norton?
Yeah, Edward Norton one's good. That one's good. Awesome. Again, tripping.
That's right. But no, Black Panther was not that good. But anyway,
Black Panther versus another Black Panther.
That's the first.
Black Panther 1, yes. Black Panther 2, no.
Man, you know what's crazy? I didn't really like the first Black Panther. I thought it was good, but I just didn't. I just walked out of it not really the fan.
Black Panther 1 was a cultural moment.
Yeah, and not even that.
That's in the history book.
I left that movie theater so confused why everybody was saying it's so good. I had just a blank stare on my face.
Vanity magazine gave Killmonger number 3 villain of all time.
Really? Number 3 or number 1? I'm sorry. What was
number 3?
Number 3. Number 1 was the Joker, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, number 1 was the Joker.
Okay.
And number 2, I forgot who number 2 was. I think it was from a Batman lineup. No, that was I forgot who number 2. Number 3 was Michael B. as Killmonger.
Really?
Yes. His Killmonger was dope.
Really? I thought it was definitely fun.
What'd you say, CD?
Like an anti-hero though. I feel like I wouldn't even call him like.
No, Venom is an anti-hero. Venom, you feel like it's a superhero movie, but you know deep down inside he's a bad guy.
I thought he was fun, but I didn't really think of him as the best villain of all time. I thought he was great for that movie, though.
Oh no, I knew. I
think the acting.
Once I saw the movie, I said, "Yeah, he's gonna." Once he said he dipped into his Heath Ledger bag.
Oh, really? That's what he did. Never mind. This isn't a Black Panther episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very true.
But all time, the last 3 years.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Top Gun Maverick has a special place in my heart. As
John Wick 4.
John Wick 4 or John Wick 4 movies. I like them, but they're not amazing cinema. They're just really fun, and I go to watch them every time. I love them, but I wouldn't call them a great cinema. Damn, Top Gun Maverick is not great cinema, but it has a very special place in my heart.
Only great cinema is A24 films, man. That seems like that's the only type of films that you. Bad Boys 3.
Bad Boys 3.
That can't.
Ugh.
I heard the Transformer ain't really doing that great either.
Honestly, I'd say it is for me just because. I mean, I don't go to the movies that often, but I've never felt so much enjoyment walking out of a theater, like being like. I feel like a kid again. Like, you know, when you see something crazy, you got to go research it. Like, I've never seen like the first Paranormal Activity. Like going home, like, oh shit, is this real? Like, looking over my shoulder.
Some older critics have said that this is the first time since The Empire Strikes Back they've seen a film have this type of feeling coming out of the theater on younger people's faces. They said this is this generation's Empire Strikes Back. Like, because it's a sequel, it has so much gravitas, it's making so much money, it has so much hype, and all these young people are talking about it. And they said they haven't seen this level of spectacle since The Empire Strikes Back. And those are the older critics that were around during that time. So they said this is damn good. But for me, I'm gonna have to go number 2. I think Top Gun Maverick's gonna be number 1 for me, just because Top Gun has a big place in my heart, so I can't go anywhere. But yeah, no, it's definitely up there. It's definitely damn good, damn good.
Last 3 years, it probably is number 1 since 2020. Since 2020, I haven't seen Guardians 3, but I don't think Guardians 3 was.
I heard it's good. I heard it's really good
too, but I don't think Guardians 3 could.
Guardians 1 is the best, is a top 4 Marvel movie ever. And I'll stand on it.
Ooh, okay. All right. Wow. Are we gonna have an MC? Are we gonna have to have MCU ranking list just a battle between both of us for it?
I'll
we'll
stand on it.
We'll do another day.
The top three movies is no different from like Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. They're always interchangeable. Infinity War, Endgame, and then Winter Soldier. Those are always cemented. Pick your order when it comes to which one you rather want. And MCU.
MCU, dang, that's tough. Yeah, that's a good lineup. I think Winter Soldier is undeniably up there. I think the first Iron Man for me, and then after that will probably be the first Avengers, and that'll be it.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, but when it comes to,
I know it hurts being right all the time. I mean, I just have to carry this burden with me everywhere I go. You know,
what's something in the movie y'all wish y'all saw? Anything in there that y'all wish or didn't happen, or
anything they could have improved on? The pacing did get out a little bit longer. It did feel a little bit bloated toward the end, but that's because the runtime. You started to feel that the fact that they had 2 intros. Yeah, the 2 intros of the movie really didn't help either. I mean, if they were going to go with they wanted to make this Gwen story, I think they should have just stuck with Gwen. We already know the story with Miles. And what they could have done is probably shorten the runtime. There's little things here and there they could have edged out. I was noticing toward the end. I was like, okay, we don't need this.
It did get heavy.
Yeah, and it could have been a little bit more efficient. But I understand, you know, they wanted to cram as much as they can. So the third movie, that's probably just going to be a straight run through.
Same runtime. I think 2 hours for the last one, or a little bit shorter. An hour 45.
A little bit shorter.
Probably hour 50. I think 2 hours. Depends.
I think this is the meat and potatoes. Yeah. I think this is the meat potatoes. The third one, they just have to drive home.
Right to the action.
Yeah. Agreed.
What do you guys expect for the next one? Spoilers. What do you think? How's it end? Do they get together?
Oh, Gwen and Miles? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They deserve each other at this point. I mean,
or do they give us some like crappy ending where she steps off into the
well, apparently him and Spider-Bite was kicking it off apparently, and Spider-Bite, you know, she wasn't exactly turning them away, so you know.
I think he just gets a device and you just he finally gets his own little watch and you kind of see him follow her through the universes. We'll always be together now, no matter what.
I am definitely afraid of it becoming. I don't know if you guys have watched Madoka Magica, but the ending of Madoka Magica, this is the whole same situation. There's one character that just keeps dying, and her friend goes through essentially different universes trying to save her. And because she's gone through all these universes over and over again, all this power, energy that this one person had from dying, like a canon event, has been backed up and now stored into this one person. And this one person, she dies, but she gets a wish. And she says, I'm going to take all the power I have, and through all the other people that have died trying to help me, all the other people that died in the future, all the people that are going to die from here on out from this thing that's going on, I'm going to be the thing that's there to save them. Essentially, she becomes a god and goes around essentially saving everybody that through all throughout history, through beginning, middle, end, past, future, for all eternity, saving people who die from this one event and giving them peace. And I feel like Miles might indulge that and have to leave Gwen, have to leave his friends, have to leave everybody, and says the path I'm choose is to be the person that fixes the multiverse. And if that means that I have to become something more than a person and become almost just an entity of the Marvel universe, like an ultimate canon controller, that's going to be me. And he disappears forever. And he makes the ultimate sacrifice, thus completing his arc and him becoming his own path and becoming a greater hero than anybody could ever achieve.
I think they throw his ass in the MCU.
Oh, yeah, no, that's how
I think that's how they're going to finish that shit. No,
he's going to wake up and it's going to be an actual guy.
I think he grabs the Prowler from the MCU, Donald Glover, and somehow he gets warped into the MCU, and then the MCU goes right into the mutant saga and give us X-Men with Miles, and that's their new collaboration. Four movies off of that. We'll give you 4 MCU Miles.
You don't think? Honestly, depending on Spider-Man 4, maybe we get the end of this Peter Parker and he mentors Miles.
Oh yeah, Homecoming, because Tom Holland's actually on the urge of not coming back.
I think they
He said
he
he might not be coming back.
What he said, he got a 9-movie deal. He had Homecoming, both Infinity Wars, Iron Man. No, it's something like it might be. No, I think they. Who's doing Craven? Is it Sony?
Sony.
Yeah.
Sony's doing Craven, right?
And I heard maybe Andrew Garfield come back, but I don't know. I think we get the ending we want, but it might not be the way we want it. I think they get together, but it's short-lived.
I think we get Miles in the MCU and we rock with Miles as a Spider-Man.
So it's going to be Return of the Jedi. Just the little tiny spider people running around.
I think we definitely get Miles in the MCU, and that's how that shit ends off. That's what I think. And for part 2, I was kind of disturbed outside of the Venom movie. We didn't get any like Venom. Like we didn't see the black suit Spider-Man. I didn't see black suit Spider-Man. And that whole
Spider-Man.
Well, the Spider-Man, not Venom himself, just the Spider-Man, and we have the black suit on.
The symbiote on him.
With the symbiote on him? That was in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, but I thought we would at least seen a version of that in the Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
like him with just the black. It could have been from the animated series. It could have been from Secret Wars from the 80s. It could have been from any other book that is Peter Parker wearing the black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Especially if you guys have seen the Venom Gwen or the Venom Gwen outfit. Dude, that would be dope to see that in animation. That would be sick.
Right.
I got that. I think that's what is that? Gwenpool issue 13 when it was the first appearance of Gwenum. But because they showed Bag Spider-Man when he had the Fantastic Four gear on. He had the paper bag over his head.
Yep.
That's just dope.
See, for them
what
to
a
go,
deep cut too.
Yeah, for them to go that far in the bag and kind of leave out Black Suit Spider-Man, I was like, okay.
They had all of them. They had Doc Ock Spider-Man too, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, Superior Spider, like all that.
Well, man,
let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. What did y'all like? What is y'all favorite scene from the movie? What is your favorite song from the soundtrack? I've been rocking the soundtrack ever since CD told me. I waited to see the movie first.
Self-Love.
Self-Love?
That Coi Leray?
Yeah.
That non-violent communication is tough. That and then Miles Morales.
Nas Morales?
Nas Morales. He went from Nostradamus to Nas Morales out that zone.
Yeah, the soundtrack.
Am I dreaming, dog? That violin?
But if you listen to if you listen to it, I know y'all have, non-violent flows into Giving Up, and it has Miguel speaking on it. Like 2099, he was like, "Yo, I was this one and only Spider-Man in this universe," and then it flowed right into him talking again. I said, "Damn."
Metro did his thing.
They did the same thing in Self-Love, where Gwen says in every other universe, Gwen falls for Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And in every use does end well. And Miles is just like, well, there's a first time for everything. And I was just like,
did you catch that when he was falling too? And she caught it?
Yeah, she caught it. Yeah. And I was like, when they said falls for Spider-Man, I was like, the word falls. I was like, you all know.
Damn. What Spider-Man was that when he didn't catch her?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Damn, I remember seeing that shit in the theater.
Damn.
That shit with Ashley. And she was like, is she dying? I was like,
yeah.
Damn.
I think she died.
She's gone. Yeah, you're right. Every Gwen.
I want to see the Peter and Miles in his universe. The Peter.
If the Peter B.
Parker.
Is that Andrew Garfield?
Peter B. Parker in this movie is the guy who played New Girl.
Not the voice. I'm talking about because he looked at that scene. He looked at it, he was like, "Is that you?" He was like, "Yeah." So and that was Peter B. Parker was watching the Andrew Garfield movie. Like when he held Uncle Ben. He said, "Was that you?" He said, "Yeah."
What you onto, Coop?
I'm just saying, could that be?
Well, I don't know. If it was him, it would have been live action then.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. That's what threw me off. Unless that's something that it would just be too weird to change. You bring Spider B. Parker, that from the first movie was a big hit, and now you make him live action Andrew Garfield. That wouldn't have rocked. People love that Spider B. Parker.
Damn. That needed another one.
Well, that's the thing with this movie. We've all been now like just anxiously waiting for the next one. It leaves. I
have been Googling daily Spider-Man Beyond the Verse Part 2 release date every goddamn day. So I go, please, I need the info.
I've been watching the small scenes just constantly. That final train scene has got me hooked, bro.
His dorm room buddy was playing Spider-Man while he was in Spider-Man. Come on, man. Right. When he went, he was like, "Yo, I thought you was doing an essay." He's playing Spider-Man on the PlayStation. Like, yo, come on, man.
With the newest pair of Spider-Man ones on too, which is crazy.
I like
see what you're doing.
Yeah, the movie is a good movie. I don't use this word a lot because I really don't understand how people feel until I go to these type of movies. It's a real fun movie. I took little mama, 7 years old. She loved it. She laughed at it. She joked with it. All age range.
Right.
I'm confident on when it comes out. I think Austin said he's waiting for all three of them.
For the 3-pack.
Go check it out. Go check it. This movie is good to watch with your boys, with your family, by yourself. Anyone. So go check it out. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Just a disclaimer because we are transparent. There have been movie versions that have audio down the drain. The audio in the movie theater sucks. Sony is sending out an update, but I don't know if like theaters will put that out. Like, hey, we have the new version.
Yeah, I think they said they already were trying to put it out. They shipped them out. They already sent out the new update version, so they might be already installing it. And now it's all digital, so literally once you download it,
that's true too.
You put it on the screen. It's literally just a file. You click play.
No, I don't think. Nah, man, that's a projector. Not the. It gotta be the film. You think it's
not film?
Not film anymore.
No, they don't do
that
film
shit on
anymore.
IMAX. If that was film, I'd have been pissed. The screen is huge as hell.
Yeah. They don't shoot anything on film anymore. Almost exclusively.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But go check it out. Let us know in the comments if you've seen it. Again, your favorite your favorite scene, your favorite song, if you want anything Spider-Man related. I guess keep it spoiler free just in case people do read the comments.
Should be on 2 weeks. Fuck it.
Okay, cool. Y'all heard him. If you wanted to see it by now, you would have seen it. But if not, you saw the spoilers. So we coming up here threefold. Don't be mad at us.
Right. We gave you an hour warning ago.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's the #1 movie in the world. Jay said it's the #1 movie in the world, Jack, and everywhere.
Hey, what am I going? Don't they say that every time?
Nah, this is #1 movie weekend, #1 box office movie in all of U.S., not the world. It's rare to hear the world.
Yeah, I've only heard the world a couple times here and there. I remember The Dark Knight when that came out. That was one of the first times I've ever seen them say the #1 movie in the world. Made $1 billion.
Miami is down 3 with 24 seconds to go.
Miami's down by 3. Oh, game over. Congratulations, Nuggets. This may end well. This may age poorly. So, if so, we'll cover it. We'll just snip this out. Cooper, snip this part out. Congratulations, Heat. All right, Coop. Now we can add me back in. All right, there you go.
But check out Vulcan Hobby. Use the code Vulcan. Use the code at Vulcan Hobby. What am I talking about? Use the code Vulcan. Use the code at Vulcan Hobby, the Undergate 10 to get 10% off your order. So next time you can save a little bit of coins. Because why not? If they have it, you can save some change. At least, depending on the order, you might just get free shipping out of the deal.
Come on.
By just typing in
maybe I'll
set
send
of letters
you
and numbers.
Because you use the code.
Maybe. Never know.
I'm not. I'm just kidding. No, really, I'm not. But yeah.
It's been fun. We have a lot more stuff coming out. We appreciate it. Again, we got Austin's show coming out. Coop's Corner's coming out every Thursday. We got CD's playlist. If y'all watching it now, go check it out. Got me looking at some manga. I went to the stores, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get some manga out and start looking at some more. Just showed y'all earlier, I put the Ava one in the shopping cart. So check out CD's playlist. Don't forget to check us out. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We appreciate everybody who comments, everybody who tunes in, everybody who hits us up on Instagram. Keep forgetting that we're not forgetting y'all. Some people hit us up and it goes to that request box, and I'm like, don't even think about looking at that request box where it's saying like these people have talked. So we apologize if we haven't got back to y'all on the Instagram side. We have a giveaway coming out for the 200 subscriber giveaway. We're just ironing out the wrinkles into these rules. We got some good kits. I'm Coop. That's CD, and we got Austin. As always, we're the Undergated, never underrated. Until next time, peace.
Goodbye.